It's Barney.
Alright fellas, welcome back to another episode. In this one, we're down bad. For those who don't know, I own a 1971 Sea-Ray SRV 190. It has an Oldsmobile 455 big block engine in it, and it's completely seized up. So it has to come out, because I'm going to try to fix it. Now this particular situation couldn't have been avoided because I bought the boat sight unseen from a local auction. Now I've never pulled the engine out of anything before, especially a boat, and I guess according to Google it weighs this much. Now I know what you're asking probably is why would I endure such a project on something that is 50 years old and looks like it needs more work than it's really worth, but I feel like it's such a unique boat. I don't see a whole lot of them at all, and I know it'll take a lot of work, a lot of money, and a lot of new skills I'll have to acquire, but someday this will be another beauty on the water for another 50 years, hopefully. So the engine lift we're using here is rated for 2 tons, but we extend the arm out even further just to get it over the transom of the boat. So I think at this point, it's almost to its capacity. So a total of 2 motor mounts and 4 bolts held this whole engine in. Of course it had exhaust and it had the shaft that's splined into the jet drive, but other than that, it's really just 4 bolts holding this whole thing in. So when we hoist the engine for the first time, we realized that the engine lift was completely at its max height and we just couldn't get it up enough.
I don't know what that game is like. You know what I mean?
We decided having solid ground on the driveway instead of our gravel on the side was best. Maybe we could get a little extra height and the engine lift would work a little more in our favor. So I was really eager to get the engine out, not just because it was sitting on the deck of the boat, but because I wanted to see what was really wrong with it and see if it was salvageable. Obviously I want this thing to run for a long time, but it hasn't run since 2005, so it's obviously going to take a lot of work, a lot of learning, and a lot of time to figure out where everything goes. Thank God I filmed this video because I don't know how I'm going to put this thing back together.
What is well done? What is it? Oh, this?
It was now time to finally start taking stuff off this thing. As you can tell by the way I use the breaker bar on the crank, this thing is definitely seized up. I apologize that I did this in the dark, but I was just trying to get this big 700-pound thing off my driveway. Thank God for that flashlight here. I don't know what I would have did without it, honestly.
I'm just.
Mind you, I'm literally learning as I go. This is all a first for me, so it's literally just father, son in the front yard type stuff. Definitely a testament to how basically new I am to this. I'm sure there's somebody out there who could have taken this thing apart and put it back together in, I don't know, a day or two, maybe 48 hours. So yeah, definitely a beginner. But I am learning some new things, and hopefully I'm able to remember it for when it's time to put it back together. Now, while taking this thing apart, there was sand all over the exhaust, and the exhausts are fed by the jet drive, water from the jet drive to help cool it off. So My thought was maybe they beached it at one point. Here's just a little bit that I poured out.
Damn, I can't believe we got this far. I mean, look, that's like a big ass engine with all this shit taken off of it. Pull the oil plug on the bottom. Just empty it. It looks like it's draining water. Am I crazy? That is not a good sign. That was a lot of water, Jacob. Yep. Oh, Pete, that was a lot of water, Jacob. Oh, shit.
Bruh.
It isn't just the oil yet. Just full of water. Just unscrew the oil.
Caesar.
Got oil, kids.
POV of me trying to figure out if I want to continue or not. Now, I'm not an expert with engines, but I know you're not supposed to see water in the oil pan like that. But my thought is maybe it rained and it just seeped through, because this thing was left outside since 2005. So that's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is that this thing was either at one point or it sucked in a bunch of water into the engine and hydrolocked, had a bunch of issues. Hopefully the best case scenario is it was just water that seeped through from rain. That's what I'm keeping my fingers crossed for.
See if it. Yep. That's good. Liar. Well, I think with that. That's good. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Oh shit, no way. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Oh shit, no way.
Now, to prove how much of a rookie I am, I didn't know even which side you mount an engine to an engine stand on. So you can see me, shuffle back and forth on which side to actually put the stand on.
Wowzy.
So I read online that you can use vinegar to break rust down off of steel, and it actually worked. I'll show you guys in a future clip on what it actually did, but a lot of rust on a lot of these cylinders and a lot of the rockers and lifters. I don't know what everything is exactly called, but I was able to brush a lot of the rust off. Now it'll have to get deep cleaned even further, but this was a good start. Now, I know I'm new to all this stuff, but I figured the best way to start is to get everything cleaned off. Alright, so I'm going to start with the carburetor parts. And I'm actually going to put them in plastic bags because I read online that you can keep your solution cleaner if you just put your solution in the bags. You won't need to drain this as often. So I have a lot of parts here. I got these old bolts. Hopefully I remember where they go. All these carburetor parts. Some of these bigger ones I have a different plan for. And obviously these rods, some of them are very bad, so might need replacing, but why not try to clean them off first? Also, got a bunch of different bolts everywhere. To the bigger stuff, basically everything that can't fit in that piece. I got a new plan. Let's go check it out. So y'all may have seen in the last clip, I'm boiling some water right now, and I also got my turkey fryer underneath the metal trash can. I hope for the big parts, that's what I'm gonna use a turkey fryer for, but with the boiling water, I hope that it just stays hot enough for some of these smaller parts. Carburetor parts, bolts, nuts, anything that I took off that is kind of too big for that parts cleaner you saw in the clip before, I'm gonna use that trash can. For bigger parts, I'm gonna use the turkey fryer. So yeah, we'll see how it works. This is my like version of like a homemade hot tank, I guess. So as y'all see, there's a leak in my steel trash can. So I'm gonna try to clean it as quick as possible. Hopefully for the bigger parts, the heads, anything else that fits, maybe oil pan. So I'll put more mean green in it, and hopefully, yeah, it's able to clean the whole thing. I know that it's not gonna be that effective as a hot tank, but it's my homemade version of one, so we'll see how it works. After I put the solvent and all the cleaner in there, I just realized it's gonna be so hard to fish out all those small nuts. Hey, yo! And bolts. Yeah, I messed up. Don't do what I did. I decided to kick the burner on because we're leaking too much. I don't know how hot that water's gonna stay, so you can see a little bit that cooked off just by putting that boiling water in. But yeah, gonna kick the burner on and see how it goes. Steel trash cans are probably galvanized, so I'm gonna step away for a while. If you guys try the same technique, step away for probably 20 minutes, let all the galvanized stuff bake off, or wear a mask or something, because yeah, you don't want to be around that while it's burning. I'm gonna go check on the other stuff. Anybody have a bunch of these still laying around? I guess there's one use for it still. Billion likes and I'll drink that engine soup. Of course, when I put the heaviest things in, the heads, it's on uneven ground, and so I almost spill everything in a future clip. I couldn't get the water level higher than that point because there was rivets holding the handles onto the trash can, so I had to flip over the heads in order to cover the whole piece. So it was just a super slow process of just baking everything, taking it out, either flipping it over if it was too big, kind of like the heads, and then dipping it in some diesel. I hope that the diesel would kind of keep the rust off, and as you can see, everything kind of cleaned up, you know, kind of nicely after just one run. And I let everything go through maybe 3 or 4 times at like 3 hours each, so it was a good cleaning in my opinion. Alright fellas, if you made it this far, thank you. Basically I just repeated all these steps, all these processes, until everything looked a little bit cleaner. I know I can't get everything perfect, which is why I'm going to send these heads and the engine block to a professional shop to get everything decked and well, everything that I can't really do myself. And no, it didn't do the best job, my homemade hot tank, but everything was in horrible shape already, plus I didn't know really where to start. As you can tell, there's a whole lot less oil on the surface, and the stuff that is, it just wipes right off. So it was a great start to all the parts. I'll see you guys next time.